Story 1. How the Whale Got His Throat.
Once upon a time, there was a whale in the sea, and he ate fish. The whale eats so many fish that eventually only one very small fish remains in the sea. It is a 'stute fish.
If I swim behind his ear, he can't catch me, and he can't eat me.
The whale stands up on his tail.
I'm hungry.
Noble cetacean, do you like the taste of man?
I don't know. What does man taste like?
Very nice, but a bit lumpy.
Well, go on. Find me some men to eat.
One man is enough. I can tell you where you can find a man. You must swim to latitude 50 north, longitude 40 west, and there you can find a shipwrecked mariner on a raft in the middle of the sea. He's wearing blue trousers and suspenders.
So, whale swims and swims as fast as possible across the sea. And when he finds the mariner, he opens his enormous mouth and eats him, and the raft too. But the mariner is very clever. When he realizes where he is, he says,
"No whale can eat me. I'll show him."
and he starts to jump,
"Take that,
and thump,
and that.
and dance a jig on the whale's ribs.
That will teach you."
Poor whale is very unhappy. He feels ill.
This man is certainly very lumpy. And now I've got a stomachache. What can I do, 'stute fish?
I'll ask him to come out. Come out, man. Please. Whale's got hiccups. He feels ill.
"No, you must take me home to England. Then I'll come out."
Whale and 'stute fish decide to take the mariner home as fast as possible. But when they arrive, the mariner has a surprise for Whale.
"Listen, whale, I used my suspenders and raft to make a grate for your throat. Now you can never eat men again."
Whale is very angry. He coughs and coughs, but the grate doesn't move.
"Goodbye, whale. Don't be angry. You can still eat small fish."
That man was too lumpy anyway. Maybe small fish taste nicer.
I think it's time to hide.
Story 2. How the Rhinoceros Got His Skin.
On an island in the Red Sea, there lives a Parsi. One day, he decides to make a cake.
Now I need flour, currants, sugar, plums and some water.
Parsi's cake is 2 feet wide and 3 feet high.
This is going to be a very superior comestible.
The wonderful smell of cake goes across the island and attracts a particular animal with a horn on his nose, 2 piggy eyes, and no manners, the rhinoceros.
Help!
The rhinoceros follows the wonderful smell. Poor Parsi watches, helpless.
I smell cake.
The cake rolls into the sand. And Rhinoceros picks it up with his horn and goes away, happily swishing his tail.
Whoever takes the Parsi's cakes makes a terrible mistake.
Some weeks later, there is a heat wave. Everyone takes off their clothes.
It's too hot to wear my hat.
It's too hot to wear my skin.
The rhinoceros leaves his skin on the beach.
Ooh, that's better.
Parsi arrives and sees the skin. He smiles a very big smile.
I have a wonderful idea.
He dances round the skin and rubs his hands.
It's time for a lesson, my bad-mannered friend.
Parsi goes home and fills his hat with cake crumbs.
I always have lots of cake crumbs in my hut.
Parsi puts all the crumbs inside the rhinoceros's skin.
Now let's see what happens.
Parsi waits for Rhinoceros to come out of the sea.
I feel wonderful. So refreshed.
When Rhinoceros buttons up his skin,
What's wrong with my skin? It's so tickly.
it tickles like cake crumbs in bed.
How can I stop this terrible tickle?
So he rolls and rolls.
Oh no, that's worse.
And he rubs and rubs, but his buttons fly off, and strange folds appear in his skin.
My buttons. Now I can't take off my skin. Now I've got folds in my legs too. And I feel so itchy.
Your mistake, my wrinkled robber of cake.
This is why all rhinoceroses have wrinkles and a very bad temper.
You can't have a cake without the crumbs, dear reader. I've got you under my skin.
Story 3. The Elephant's Child.
Once upon a time, the elephant was different. Look, he hasn't got a trunk. Just a short, fat nose like a boot. Elephant's child is very curious.
Uncle Giraffe, why have you got spots?
Giraffe spanks Elephant's child.
You are full of insatiable curiosity.
Aunt Hippopotamus, why have you got red eyes?
Aunt Hippopotamus spanks Elephant's child too.
What insatiable curiosity!
One day, Elephant's child asks an interesting new question.
What does the crocodile have for dinner?
All the other elephants say,
Hush!
in a loud voice. And then they all spank Elephant's child for a long time.
I must discover what the crocodile has for dinner.
Cola Bird decides to help Elephant's child.
Go to the Great Green Limpopo River and ask your question there.
Elephant's child decides to leave for the Limpopo River.
I am going to find out what the crocodile has for dinner.
He walks for a long time, eating bananas and melons, until he reaches the Limpopo River. There he meets bi-coloured python rock snake.
Excuse me, is there a crocodile in these parts?
Of course there is, you silly child.
Oh, good. Do you know what he usually has for dinner?
Then Elephant's child sees another new animal.
Excuse me, is there a crocodile in these parts?
I am a crocodile.
Please, can you tell me what you have for dinner, crocodile?
Certainly, little one. Today I'm going to have elephant's child.
Ow! Let go! My poor nose!
Bi-coloured python rock snake hears the commotion and comes to offer advice.
Pull with all your force, my friend. Crocodile is very strong.
I'm trying, but I'm tired.
The snake and Elephant's child pull together.
It's time for some high tension, my elastic elephant.
Finally, the crocodile lets go. He's very angry.
No more insatiably curious elephant's child for me.
Look at me. What can I do with a nose like this?
Well, you, can, hit irritating flies, or eat a lot of leaves, or put a refreshing mud cap on your head when it's hot.
The other elephants are very surprised when they see Elephant's child's nose.
Look, everyone, look at my wonderful new nose. It's so useful.
All the elephants decide to visit the crocodile because they want new noses.
And that is how the elephant got his trunk.
Story 4. Old Man Kangaroo.
Once upon a time, the kangaroo was different. Look, he's got 4 short legs. He's grey and woolly, and he likes to dance on the rocks. He's very proud.
I am a wonderful creature.
At 6 o'clock before breakfast, he goes to little god Nga.
By 5 o'clock this afternoon, I want to be very popular.
Go away, kangaroo.
At 8 o'clock, after breakfast, he goes to middle god Nging.
By 5 o'clock this afternoon, I want to be popular and different from other animals.
Go away, kangaroo.
At 10 o'clock before lunch, he goes to big god Ngong.
By 5 o'clock this afternoon, I want to be popular and different, so the other animals run after me.
Big god Ngong has an idea.
All right. Come here, Yellow Dog Dingo. Run after that dancing gentleman.
What? That cat rabbit?
So Yellow Dog Dingo begins to run after Kangaroo. They run through the desert, then through the mountains, and through the eucalyptus trees, then through the spinifex grass.
Ow! My front legs hurt.
They run through the tropics of Cancer and Capricorn.
Oh, I'm so tired.
I'm hungry, but we can't stop now.
Eventually, Kangaroo and Yellow Dog Dingo reach Wolgong River.
There's no bridge, so I must...
My goodness, he's hopping over.
Kangaroo continues to hop like a cricket.
I'm very tired, but hopping is easier than running.
He pulls up his front legs when he jumps. Then he has a good idea.
I can use my tail for balance.
He hops through the Darling Downs, and Tired Dog Dingo follows him.
Oh, when is he going to stop?
It's 5 o'clock.
Poor Dog Dingo sits down and howls.
Thank goodness that's over.
Ngong is always a gentleman.
Why don't you thank Yellow Dog Dingo?
Thank him? After he chases me all through lunchtime and makes me change my shape completely.
Look, it's 5 o'clock and you're different. So now your wish is reality.
Oh, I'm certainly different, but these legs are a joke.
Ngong lies down in his bath. He's very irritated.
Joke. If you prefer, Dingo can run after you until your legs drop off.
Kangaroo doesn't want to run away from Yellow Dog Dingo anymore.
I'm sorry, Your Highness. Legs are legs, and these legs are simply perfect. The problem is, I'm very hungry.
Me too. I'm starving. What can I have for dinner?
Ask me tomorrow. I'm too busy now.
So hungry, tired and dusty, in the middle of Australia, Kangaroo and Yellow Dog Dingo look at each other.
This is your fault.
No, it's your fault.
And they are still arguing.
I say it's your fault.
Why don't you hop out of my life?
Story 5. The Beginning of the Armadillos. Part 1.
A long time ago, Stickly Prickly Hedgehog and Slow Solid Tortoise lived on the banks of the turbid Amazon River.
Snails are my favourite dinner.
Lettuce is perfect for a vegetarian like me.
Painted Jaguar lives on the banks of the Amazon too.
I love to hunt deer, but I'm happy with a beetle or a frog sometimes.
But really, Painted Jaguar is tired of eating frogs and beetles.
Mother, what can I eat?
Why don't you try hedgehogs and tortoises? With a hedgehog, you must drop him into water to make him uncurl. With a tortoise, you must use your paw like a spoon to extract him from his shell.
One beautiful night, Painted Jaguar finds Stickly Prickly Hedgehog and Slow Solid Tortoise on the banks of the turbid Amazon.
Egg!
Ah!
Oh!
Stickly Prickly quickly curls into a ball, and Slow Solid pulls his head and feet inside his shell.
Now listen to me. Which of you two is hedgehog and which is tortoise? My mother knows what to do. Hedgehogs uncurl in the water, and I use my paw as a spoon for tortoises.
Are you sure? Perhaps tortoises uncurl in the water, and you use your paw as a spoon for hedgehogs.
Are you absolutely sure? Perhaps you use your paw for hedgehogs and a spoon in the water for tortoises.
Stop! You're making my spots hurt. Who is hedgehog and who is tortoise?
I'm not going to tell you, even if you extract me from my shell.
Aha! So you are tortoise.
Painted Jaguar uses his paw, but Stickly Prickly curls up fast.
Ow! That hurts.
Hedgehog disappears into the forest.
My poor paw. And it's too dusty to find tortoise now. Or perhaps you are tortoise.
Of course I am. And now you can extract me from my shell. Remember your mummy's explanation?
I don't believe you. You want to confuse me again.
No, it's true. And if you want to see me swim, put me in the water.
Mummy says one of you goes in the water. So jump in the river now.
If you're sure.
Tortoise swims away as fast as possible. Painted Jaguar understands now, and he's very angry.
Good work, my resourceful reptile friend.
Story 6. The Beginning of the Armadillos, Part 2.
Painted Jaguar is still very upset.
Son? Son? Son, why are you so irritated?
I tried to extract tortoise from his shell, and now my paw is full of prickles.
My son, these are the prickles of a hedgehog. Remember, a hedgehog must go in the water. In the water, it uncurls.
I'm confused, Mummy, and I'm still hungry. The animals of the Amazon are too clever for me.
My son, remember, a hedgehog curls into a ball like this shape.
Ah, like a ball.
And a tortoise can't curl, but he can swim.
A tortoise can't curl. Can't curl, but can't swim. Slow, solid, that's him. Curls like a ball, but can't swim. Stickly, prickly, that's him.
I don't like that old lady at all. She's too clever.
I know. Not even Painted Jaguar can forget those explanations.
There's only one solution. I'm going to learn to swim.
Excellent. You swim like a whale. Perhaps if I try, I can curl into a ball like you.
Very good. But stop for a rest. You're very red in the face.
Some time later.
Painted Jaguar, come and find us.
We've got a surprise for you.
After a long time swimming, Stickly Prickly Hedgehog begins to look different.
How strange. Your prickles are almost smooth.
It must be the effect of the water.
Slow Solid Tortoise continues his stretching and curling exercises.
You look different too.
It must be the effect of curling.
The two friends go to find Painted Jaguar.
How are you, my feline friend?
Very well, thank you. But I don't remember your name.
Don't you remember your rhyme?
Yes. Can't curl but can swim. Slow Solid, that's him. Curls like a ball but can't swim. Sticky Prickly, that's him.
They both curl up and roll round Painted Jaguar until he feels very dizzy. He runs to find Mother Jaguar.
Mummy, Mummy! Mother, there are 2 new animals in the forest today. Both swim and curl, and they look different.
Son, a hedgehog is a hedgehog and a tortoise is a tortoise.
No, Mummy, these animals are a bit of both, and I don't know their names.
Nonsense. Everything has a name. If you don't know the real name, call them armadillo for the moment. And stay away from them.
Painted Jaguar follows his mummy's instructions.
I'm hungry, but I must avoid those armadillos.
From that day, all the animals in the forest call Stickly Prickly and Slow Solid Armadillo.
Perhaps other animals can follow our example.
Yes. Put together a sheep and a kangaroo, and you have a woolly jumper.
Story 7. How the Camel Got His Hump.
A long, long time ago, there were dinosaurs on the earth. Then there was a terrible disaster. After this, the dinosaurs disappear and new animals appear. The animals begin to work for man. But the camel that lives in the howling desert doesn't want to work. On Monday morning, the horse comes to see the camel.
Camel, oh camel, come and carry men like me.
The next day, the dog comes to see the camel.
Camel, oh camel, come and guard the cave like me.
On Wednesday, the ox comes to see the camel.
Camel, oh camel, come and pull the plough like me.
The animals tell the man about the camel.
He's so lazy.
He just says, humph.
If he doesn't want to work, you must all work double.
What?
The 3 animals are very angry. They have a meeting to discuss what they can do. Very funny. The desert djinn arrives on a cloud of dust.
What is wrong, my anxious animals?
Desert Djinn, is it right to be lazy with the world so new?
Certainly not. Why?
In the desert, there's an animal with long legs and a long neck.
And he doesn't want to carry men or pull a plough.
And all he says is humph.
Whew. That can only be a camel.
The djinn decides to visit Camel.
My long-lamenting friend, why don't you want to work with the world so new?
The djinn begins to think of a great magic.
The other animals have to work double because of you. Stop saying humph. I want to see you work. Do you see that? That's your humph. Now you have to work.
How can I work with this humph on my back?
You can work even more than the other animals. With your humph, you don't have to eat for 3 days.
Camel humphs out of the desert to join the other animals.
Camel is sensitive about his humph, so now we call it a hump. But he still has bad manners.
Story 8. How the Leopard Got His Spots.
It is a long time ago in the high veld, and all the animals are a similar colour. It is difficult to see the zebra and the giraffe, but the leopard is exactly the same colour as the high veld. He's almost invisible.
Can I smell a predator?
Do I hear a noise?
And he loves to surprise the other animals. Sometimes the leopard hunts with an Ethiopian.
Look, there they are again.
I'm tired of all these surprises.
The zebra and the giraffe decide to leave the high veld. Eventually, they arrive at a great forest full of green trees and bushes.
The colours here are nicer than the high veld.
It's nice and cool too.
The forest is full of strange and wonderful shadows. They fall on the animals. After some time they don't go away.
Look, now I have beautiful markings on my skin.
And I have stupendous stripes. We can hide from that nasty leopard now.
Where are our breakfast and dinners?
Don't ask me. I'm too hungry to think.
Bavian, the wise baboon, arrives.
Oh, wise Bavian, where are the animals that we like to eat?
They're in another spot. I suggest that you look for other spots too.
The hunters find the forest, but they can't find the animals.
What is this place so dark, but full of patches of light?
I don't know. It must be the other spot Bavian talks about. I can smell giraffe, I can hear giraffe, but I can't see giraffe.
And I can smell zebra. I can hear zebra, but I can't see zebra.
Why can't we see our favourite snacks? Normally a giraffe in a dark place is like a banana on a coconut tree.
I know they're here somewhere. Let's wait until night time. Gotcha! I've got zebra!
And I've got giraffe.
There's something strange about these animals.
So let's wait till morning to see. What's this? A giraffe with patches?
What's this? A zebra with stripes? Now, zebra, in the high veld, I can see you 10 miles away.
Ah, but this isn't the high veld.
Zebra and giraffe demonstrate their trick.
Watch. 1, 2, 3.
Now, where's your breakfast?
That's a good trick. In this forest you look like a white tetsi on a black panther, my friend leopard. I've got an idea. Now you're in a new spot. You need new spots too.
But where can I find spots?
The man knows where to find some colour to make leopard spots.
Look, the colour isn't dry yet. See? Now you can have spots too.
Now I can hide in the forest. Let's go and hunt. 1, 2, 3, now. Where's our breakfast?
dance through the highways till my shadow